Los Angeles Lakers, never shy about making bold moves, are reportedly dreaming even bigger after their seismic hypothetical acquisition of Luka Doncic. The latest whispers? A potential pursuit of none other than Kevin Durant, aiming to form an absolutely legendary trio alongside Doncic and LeBron James. This would be a move to once again reshape the entire NBA landscape. According to recent reports, the Lakers' ambitions are soaring. Their hypothetical playoff elimination at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves apparently highlighted a glaring deficiency at the center position, with the rotation of Jackson Hayes, Alex Len, and even Dorian Finney-Smith proving insufficient for a deep playoff run. While many might assume a center would be the top priority, these rumors of the Kevin Durant pursuit suggest a strategic pivot towards bolstering their offensive firepower to an almost unimaginable degree. Why would the Phoenix Suns even consider this? The Phoenix Suns, as the article notes, find themselves in a tough spot. They reportedly have one of the league's most expensive rosters and, in this hypothetical scenario, completely miss the playoffs in the 2024-25 season. The desire to move on from Durant could be driven by severe financial constraints and an urgent need to retool their roster. Phoenix might be open to offers that align with Durant's preferences, though the market response might not match his historical superstar status. The potential three-team trade dynamics. The Lakers reportedly possess the financial flexibility to absorb Durant's contract, especially if they're willing to make aggressive roster adjustments. This is where a third team could come into play: the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are identified as a potential facilitator due to their own financial wiggle room and a need to bolster their interior defense and shooting. Imagining the trade structure. Here's a speculative three-team deal outlined. Los Angeles Lakers receive F. Kevin Durant from PHX, F. Ryan Dunn, young talent from PHX. Phoenix Suns receive F. Rui Hachimura from LEL, F. Jared Vanderbilt from LEL, a coveted Lakers first-round draft pick. Atlanta Hawks receive F. Royce O'Neal from PHX, a future second-round draft pick, source not specified, likely from LEL or PHX as part of the facilitation. Breaking down the motivations. Atlanta Hawks. For the Hawks, adding Royce O'Neal would bring wing depth, shooting, and defensive versatility. He's a capable free-throw shooter. However, concerns about his age and contract length could arise if his performance declines. Phoenix Suns. By acquiring players like Rui Hachimura and Jared Vanderbilt, the Suns would gain much-needed depth and defensive prowess. Hachimura can space the floor, and Vanderbilt is a known defensive disruptor. This would address some of Phoenix's weaknesses. The downside? The potential lack of immediate star power in return for KD, and losing a promising young wing like Ryan Dunn. However, the first-round pick from the Lakers is a key asset for their retooling efforts. Los Angeles Lakers. This is all about offensive domination. Integrating Kevin Durant into a lineup already featuring Luka Doncic and LeBron James could elevate their offense to historically unprecedented heights. Durant's scoring prowess and sheer court presence would create endless opportunities, while Durant's age and recent injury history raises questions about longevity. His experience and skill set remain undeniably elite. The Lakers giving up a future first-round pick, along with Hachimura and Vanderbilt, signals an all-in commitment to a short-term championship window. Getting a young talent like Ryan Dunn in the deal would be a small bonus for the future. Risks and rewards. This is a high-stakes gamble for the Lakers. While Durant's recent stints in Brooklyn and Phoenix might not have fully met championship expectations, his potential impact in Los Angeles, alongside two other generational talents, could be transformative. The decision hinges on whether the Lakers prioritize immediate, overwhelming offensive power over a potentially more balanced two-way roster, and perhaps directly addressing that center need with other moves. Reflecting on the future. If the Lakers were to pull this off, the formation of a Durant-James-Doncic superteam would be one of the most talked-about trios in NBA history. It represents both an incredible opportunity and a significant risk. What do you think? Is this the ultimate dream team for the Lakers? Or is it too much star power, too many offensive-minded players, and too big a risk given Durant's age and the assets surrendered? Would this trio dominate? Or would the lack of defensive specialists and a true center, unless addressed separately, be their undoing? Let us know your explosive thoughts in the comments below. All right, NBA rumor mill watchers. We got a fresh update on a name that's been persistently linked to the Los Angeles Lakers. Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler. While dreams of epic super teams with players like Kevin Durant are exciting, this potential target addresses a very clear and present need for purple and gold. The Lakers' interest in Kessler isn't new. In fact, they reportedly made a push to acquire him during the 2025 NBA trade deadline. According to a March report from NBA insider Mark Stein, both the Lakers and New York Knicks were keen on discussing a trade for the young center, but Utah wasn't biting. Stein wrote, "League sources say the Knicks were alongside the Lakers in their determination before the trade deadline to try to convince Utah to engage in meaningful trade negotiations for Walker Kessler. But no dice. The Jazz made it clear they did not want to entertain Kessler pitches in season. So, Kessler remained with the Jazz for the remainder of that season. However, fast forward to this offseason, and the landscape in Utah might be shifting. With the reported hiring of Austin Ainge as president of basketball operations, the Jazz could be looking to make some significant roster changes. Sarah Todd of the Deseret News has reported that Kessler is now among the players the Jazz would consider putting on the trade market. Todd wrote, "Multiple league sources have indicated that they believe the Jazz will be active in the coming weeks. League sources said that they expect conversations to include Walker Kessler, who is extension eligible, and Lauri Markkanen. This is a significant development for teams like the Lakers. Kessler represents exactly the kind of player profile LA could desperately use alongside LeBron James and their superstar guard, Luka Doncic. He's a premier rim protector, a legitimate vertical lob threat, and, crucially, he's still on his rookie contract. That kind of production on a cost-controlled deal is incredibly valuable for a team managing multiple max salaries. Now, there are a couple of interesting dynamics at play here. The Utah Jazz currently own the Lakers' 2027 first-round pick, which is top 4 protected. This could make them hesitant to directly help a team whose future draft pick they hold, as improving the Lakers would devalue that pick. However, on the flip side, it's worth remembering that the Jazz were the third team that helped facilitate the blockbuster, hypothetical, trade that brought Luka Doncic to Los Angeles in the first place. This indicates a potential willingness to engage in deals with the Lakers if the terms are right for them. So, the big questions are, will the Jazz actually make Walker Kessler available, and at what price? Can the Lakers put together an attractive enough package to entice Utah, especially considering the draft pick situation? How much would Kessler elevate this current Lakers squad featuring LeBron and Luka? This is a situation to watch closely. Kessler isn't a flashy, headline-grabbing name like some other superstars, but his potential impact on the Lakers' specific needs could be immense. What do you think? Is Walker Kessler the missing piece for the Lakers? What kind of trade package would it take to bring him to Los Angeles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.